as you can see, getting ready to do some cabinetry here on my kitchen. Just finish up the ceiling texture and painting ceiling and installing the lights, waiting for the bulbs that we're gonna have in those to show up, and be checking. Have to do my layout for the cabinets here sometime this week probably, and I might try to catch some of that on video. I'm hoping that by the end of the weekend here I can have all at least the uppers in, and maybe even have the lowers in, because I want to get the countertops started. They have to come out and measure, and we're doing solid surface, so they've got to measure it and produce it and bring it out. So it's anywhere between a 3 and 6 week process probably to get that done. So sooner the better. So we've got the upper cabinets installed and adjusted and everything. Still need to put the hardware on those, and the bottoms. I have all these cabinets secured, and then I need to do this one here. But underneath all this tile here is the spacer board that's going to go on the other side in between the cabinet and the wall there, and it had a little bit of a bow to it, so I laid this tile on here for a couple days to try to minimize some of that bow, and then I'll attach it to the outside and measure my spacing for the dishwasher there. And here in a few days they'll come out and measure the countertops and give me any kind of last minute adjustments I need to make before they come back with the finished, ready to install countertops. So excited about that. Alright, so got all the cabinets in place, secured. Still need to do the trim along the bottom there and along this edge here, but they're coming to measure the countertops here, and once those countertops are in, there's a couple things that I can do. Still have to do the backsplash, obviously. Still need to trim around the window, and we'll be building some built-in shelves here on either side as well. So stay tuned for all that stuff as well. And then of course we've got a freestanding island that'll go in the middle there. Okay, so we are in the kitchen, and I've gotten all the cabinets installed, and they've come out and measured for the countertops, and we're doing a solid surface countertop in here. So that's still a week and a half away or so, but I wanted to just do a quick panoramic here. Got the pantry in. I actually just use my new pin nailer and put that trim piece in, and I actually had to, for this right here, we were like a half an inch from being perfect, and so what I ended up doing was I just made this little half-inch spacer, and I had some gray paint that matches this pretty good, and it's what I used for covering the heads of the screws for putting the cabinets together. So that just tightens it up just a little bit. Otherwise we'd have a little bit of a gap there on either side of the dishwasher here. So here's the sink that will be going in there. Nice deep sink. It's got two different height tanks or tubs there. We've got the overflow or air gap for the dishwasher, and there is the faucet, pull down faucet, or well, spring-loaded brush nickel. Pretty exciting. Getting closer and closer to having an actual kitchen again. We ordered the stove. That'll be here in a couple weeks. And here's the backsplash tile that we're going to use. Tie it in together a little bit. I did have some flooring that we were looking at, and a couple things. The stock dropped, wasn't as available, and the price went up again too. So I'll keep an eye on that. Wasn't in a big rush because obviously I still have to pull up all this stuff anyway. So the main thing is just get this to where it's a usable kitchen. It'll be the first time in 3 years that we actually had a kitchen, full kitchen in our own residence. So looking forward to having that. As the countertops get installed, I'll try to set up a video of that. Might just do a motion capture or something like that, and show that process being installed. Still have to do all the plumbing for the sink, but I'm going to wait until I actually have the sink in place, or at least ready to put the sink in place, and then I'll cut those stubs off, put the compression. Here we got the shutoff valves. So we've got 5 in here, but 2 of them will go in the bathroom, 2 of them will go in here. And get the dishwasher. I'm going to drill out, before they do the countertops, I think I'm going to drill out the holes in the side there, get everything prepped and ready for installing the dishwasher lines. You need the power cord to come through, you need the supply line and the evacuation line. So things up and coming. So hopefully you stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoy watching as there continues to be a little bit of progress, a little bit at a time. It's a little hard with having a baby, but I wouldn't change it for anything. And then once we get the kitchen done, then the island over there will actually move into the kitchen, and it's going to go right here. So it's just a freestanding island, and this is all just like pantry stuff that will go into the cabinets and be able to clean up. This might actually even be able to go away. Should be able to go away once we are able to utilize all the cabinetry. And so we may put that in storage, we may use that somewhere else, but then that'll actually give me access to that wall, so I can work on wiring up the bedroom here, and still have to do the wiring in the bathroom, and a few more things. So there's another aspect here is I need to run a 14 3-wire up and over. I've got a 3-way switch right here, and I'll put a 3-way switch over there to control what will be a ceiling fan in here. So I need to make sure that the mounting up here is adequate, and I need to cut some drywall here at the very least, just to be able to fish that wire up and over. And also I'm gonna put a porch light on the front, so I'll have to cut a hole right here and wire that in to this box here. So it'll be, one will be for the 3-way switch for the fan, and then the other one will be for controlling the porch light there, which that'll stay on most of the time, if not all the time anyway, because I bought a motion sensor one, and it'd be the same light as I've got in the back, and that's worked pretty well, so fairly happy with it. So hopefully you guys stay tuned. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe any of the videos, check out some of our other videos on animals and other things that we're doing outside of the house here on the farm. And thanks for joining us, and stay safe, and God bless.